PGA Sports, in conjunction with the R&A, present the final major championship of the year. Today, live second round coverage of the Open. Things starting to slowly take shape here on this Friday. For some, it is a race for the top prize. For others, it's a fight to stick around for the weekend as we show you the leaderboard. We're looking at a tie at the top at 7 under par. We'll get right out to the action here as we head to the tee at the par 4 first. Round 2 of the Open Championship at St. Andrews. And Frank, as we well know, this course can change dramatically depending on the day. We're curious, how'd you handle this sort of discrepancy in tee times from Thursday to Friday?
Yeah, I'm glad you brought that up, Rich. That's what a lot of people don't realize. You can have like what we call early, which is like 6:30 off, first off in the morning, and then you get about 11 o'clock tee off time the next day. Or conversely, you can be just before 11 and then tee off at 4 o'clock. You would think that's the worst possible draw. But sometimes the wind just abates in the afternoon, and you can get very, very lucky with almost no wind for 4 or 5 hours. And that is the key, especially at a golf course like St. Andrews.
Oh, no. Oh, and that runs all the way through on these rock-hard fairways and into the burn here at 1. A big mistake off the tee. This one looks right on point. Had a birdie here yesterday, in there close. Great opportunity for another one. Gotta hope that's not a harbinger of things to come.
Now a 7-footer.
That is so painful when you come up that short.
Why is it that putts on line come up short?
Safely in. It's a par here at the first. And she'll remain at 7 under. Okay, it's a bogey here at the first. And that'll drop him back down to 7 under. Moving now to the 411-yard par 4 second, featuring the first of the old course's double greens. Best to work a little left off the tee to avoid gorse and bunkers on the right. The ideal spot is just to the right of Cheap's bunker.
Well, that drive was enormous. I know it's in the rough, but it is long. That had to be in the rough the whole way. One more bounce back on the fairway. I suspect a little bit of a misset with the approach shot. That ball barely gets on the front edge.
This one of the longest putts you can have on a golf course, though it is for birdie.
"12 feet still to go."
Oh, you're kidding? This game's unfair sometimes. That looked in the whole way. Oh, yes, a brilliant roll there. It's birdie here at number 2. And with it, she's got it now to 8 under par. Okay, it's a bogey here at the second. And the lead is going to drop down to a single shot. At the third hole now, Frank, it looks relatively easy, but you know there's some danger lurking somewhere out there on the old course.
There is. There's the pot bunkers down the right side. This is a tee where really you want to have an idea where that wind is coming from. If it's into your face, you might want to be a little cautious and go towards the middle of the golf course. But if it's behind you, well, then it's worth challenging that right side.
Good shot coming off bogey at the second. That's going to be in the fairway. This one working up the right side.
Well, that breeze is coming pretty hard from the right. Did a great job of controlling the shot against it.
A good break got him here. Now his second to the par 4.
That's not too bad. Good shot. Inside 20 feet, I would imagine. So a good chance, really outside chance for birdie.
Yep, played that nicely. That'll work out just fine. Nota Begay down on 3 green to look at this putt for birdie.
And he couldn't ask for a better setup from this distance. Just slightly uphill, something on the right edge could go in.
Oh no, I think he was about ready to walk that in. That looked on target the whole way. Nope, I could have erased the bogey from the previous hole, but no dice there. So that safely in. It's a par here at the third. And this will remain a one-shot advantage. He'll finish that one off with no problem. It's in for par. And this will stay a one-shot lead. Frank, a much more difficult hole here at the 4th at the old course.
Yeah, that new championship tee has really made 4 a very hard par 4. Two ways to play it. Down the right, that's a very, very narrow strip of fairway. Most will go to the left side, a little more conservative. But either way, tough second shot.
Well, you can't walk out and drop it any better than that. That is a fine tee shot right there.
And that one barely makes the front of the green. Do you realize if you just miss hit the middle of the club by 1/4 of an inch, you lose 10%? That's right, 10%. Good shot. Safely on the green and a birdie chance.
This one's going to need to carry some pace with it. A long one for birdie. Back up the slope. Yeah, that's a good putt right there. From that distance, he'll settle. This will be a 14-foot putt here. The pace, absolutely perfect there. Down the slope, it's in for a birdie. And she'll move to 9 under par. Okay, that one finished off. It's a par here at 4. And he's going to stay 2 clear of the field. We come now to the 5th, the first par 5 on the front side here at St. Andrews. 514-yard hole that ends at a green that is 100 yards deep. Avoid the Seven Sisters bunkers off the tee, and reaching into is a possibility if the weather cooperates. No issues here. That is into the fairway.
That's a fine tee shot, but it is a long, long way to this par 5.
Frank, there's a perfect example of the difference in the way the game is played in Scotland and the way it's played in the United States. In the U.S., in the air, you fly the ball to the whole location. Here, you play that baby right on the ground. That was well done.
Yeah, the biggest problem is when is the ball going to stop? That's what you have to judge.
Got every bit of that fluid all the way there and got it to stop. Home in 2 on the par 5.
That's all he wanted to do there.
Yeah, it's touch. And when you think from that distance, chances of making are almost none. So to guarantee a 2-putt, well done.
That would have been a good one to convert on. Instead, that'll be left for birdie. Yeah, that's a good putt. A birdie here at 1. And she's into double figures now at 10 under par. Yeah, that's a good putt. A birdie here at 1. And he's into double figures now at 10 under par.
Now at the 6th, not a particularly long hole, Frank, par 4.
Yeah, semi-blind tee shot. You've got an idea where you want to hit, but there's a series of 3 bunkers. They're called the coffins down the left side, as well as some pop bunkers down the right. So this requires a very accurate tee shot.
This up the right side off the tee. Just what you want at this point in the round. You're trying to find a rhythm, hit fairways, hit the middle of the club face. That's what they did right there. So can he capitalize on the break here? His second from the short grass.
And a good iron shot, just not quite as close as what we'd all want to finish, but still.
Okay, not a bad lead. That's a good shot. Birdie putt coming up, and we go to Iona Stephen.
Hair of right to left in this one, Rich. Straight back up the slope.
Good effort, but that'll run 2-3 feet past the hole. Side of the hill now, this for her birdie. Okay, nicely played. That's in for birdie here at 6. And she'll move to 11 under. Safely in for par here at the 6th. And the lead's going to remain 2. So far, so good for our featured golfer. Going to be going to bed tonight with a 36-hole lead here, trying to win that first major.
Half of the tournament in the books. It's always a compelling stage, Rich. You know, half the field's nearly out of it. That's
EA Sports, in conjunction with the R&A, present golf's oldest major and the final major championship of the year. From the site of so much of the sports history, St. Andrews, it's live third-round coverage of the 150th Open. Rich Lerner here in our tower overlooking the 18th green. Frank Nobilo is by my side. Out on the course, we've got Nota Begay III and Iona Stephen as we check the Saturday leaderboard. Our leader here on Saturday is our featured golfer. Her advantage is 2 as she gets ready to begin play. Let's get out to the play as we pick things up at the par 4-7. Things are starting to get serious here in St. Andrews. Round 3 of the Open Championship, our featured golfer very much in contention. We've seen young players, even amateurs, have success in this championship, but to keep it going through the weekend, that's going to be quite a challenge. Frank, a few players come to mind. Where are you on all this?
yeah, sort of in the middle, Rich, because inexperience you wouldn't think is going to make you go all the way to the finish, and I do agree with that. But you know, when you play the Open Championship, you have bounce and roll. You have variability, and I think that's why sometimes we see this eclectic leaderboard. But seeing we're getting to the business end of the tournament, you know, I break St. Andrews down to a couple of different things. There's only 2 par 5s, so really it's a second shot golf course, the par 4s. And the key for the par 4s are like 2, 9, 10, 12, and 18, because they're very drivable. So I don't care if you're young, you're a newbie, or you're experienced. Those are the holes you must play well.
Yeah, Frank, I'm thinking about a couple of amateurs. Justin Rose, remember, he just a teenager, 1998 at Royal Birkdale. That famous hole out on the 72nd to finish top 5. And then Paul Dunn, back in 2015, was tied for the lead after 3 rounds.
Great memory.
Oh, how good is that? Those are the kinds of long-distance putts you'll see here in Scotland, and that was judged about as well as one can. Trying to generate some momentum here at the 7th hole. This for birdie. Yes, runs that one right in. It's a birdie here at the 7th. And she'll move to 12 under par. That one in. It is a bogey here at the 7th. And this is going to drop that lead down to 3 shots. Arriving now at the first of only 2 par 3s at the old course, 166-yard 8th, featuring a high-lip bunker guarding the front of the green that is difficult to hold. Okay, safely aboard. We welcome in Iona Stephen. This, a putt for birdie.
Yeah, and it's a pretty makeable one. Little bit of break from left to right, really not a lot.
Close. Couldn't ask for much more on that putt. A long one coming up here for birdie. Yes, getting hot here just before the turn. That's birdies now at 7 and 8. And she'll get it to 13 under. Okay, that in for par here at the 8th. And he'll maintain that 4-shot lead. Rounding out the opening 9 here at St. Andrews. And Frank, this par 4 features a couple of fairway bunkers that players will have to contend with.
Yeah, this is a fun hole when you first stand on that tee and look at it. You see those bunkers smack bang in the middle of the fairway. The last bunker there in the middle is called the end hole. This hole is called the end. But this green, too, is so flat, very, very difficult to read. But if you get there, pull the head cover off the driver. Remember, this is the only chance you get to play the old course.
This one starting a little left off the tee.
Too strong for this hole, eh? Ran out of fairway and into the rough. Big hit, though.
Beautiful tempo to that swing, and this is going to wind up squarely in the fairway. Good chance to get one in close from here. This, his second. Strong approach shot here at the 9th, and a good opportunity to finish this side with a birdie. This would be a good way to finish off the front side. goodness, that is too bad. That would have been a good birdie, but not to be. A great opportunity here for birdie. If only they could all be that short. Very well played there, and it results in an easy birdie. So that's in for his par, and he'll remain even for his round. As we begin the backside here at St. Andrews, you can really feel the history. This hole named in honor of the legendary Bobby Jones, who won the 1927 Open and the 1930 Amateur. Obviously, 1930 was his Grand Slam year. He retired, by the way, at the age of 28, and then founded and built with Alistair McKenzie Augusta National. So a little bit of history lesson as you play this 340-yard par 4 10th.
Well, that was 50-50 off the tee. Rough, fairway. I guess it was more than 50-50. Fairway's fine. Drive down the right might have been a little easier, but ball sitting fine down the left side of the fairway. The hole's cut middle left. What do you got? Well, not super close, but safely on the green.
This is where club selection is so important. Second shot into that stiff breeze. Iona's down there. This for birdie.
Yeah, it's a long putt, so pace is important, but there's not a whole lot to it. I fancy the chances of getting this close.
Right, that's what you want to do. Good lag putt.
Yeah, they can't all go in.
This from about 10 feet. Oh, everything going right now. That a fourth consecutive birdie. And she'll move to 15 under for the tournament. Oh, no, a lapse in concentration there. That'll cost him. Okay, that one in for a bogey here at 10. And fortunately, with a big lead already, very little damage done. Challenging 174-yard par 3 11th has been called the shortest par 5 in golf. The Hill and Strath are the archetypal greenside bunkers where good scores go to die. You don't just hit the shot sometimes, you maneuver it, and that's a really good example right there. Beautifully executed. Okay, that one's dancing. A birdie putt here at the 11th.
Yeah, we've got two things to contend with here. First, it'll be fast back down the hill, but also this is going to be working its way from left to right.
Okay, I'd call that an acceptable effort from that range. 6 feet now for birdie. There's another one. It's 5 birdies in a row. And she'll get it to 16 under par. Oh, no, no. Safely in. It's a bogey here at number 11. And he'll drop back to 16 under par. So who knows what the winds will bring on Sunday, but our featured golfer going to try and sleep on a 54-hole lead tonight in the Open Championship.
Rich, you and I have seen that little claret jug. It's not that big.
The signs adorning the grandstand read, "Everything has led to this." Hard to argue with that sentiment. For 6 centuries, the sport has been played here at this, the very birthplace of golf itself. And since 1860, this competition has been held to decide who is the champion golfer of the year. Past is but prologue. It all indeed has led to this. Welcome to St Andrews and the final round of the Open Championship.
EA Sports and the PGA Tour so proud to present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today, from the home of golf, the old course at St Andrews, it's the final round of the 150th Open. Well, we have already seen 3 scintillating, sometimes spectacular rounds of golf. By the time twilight comes calling later today, we will have a champion as we check the Sunday leaderboard. Our leader here on this Sunday is our featured golfer. She's got a commanding lead on the rest of the field as she has been sensational so far. So let's get you out to the action on the turn as we head to the tee at the par 4 10th. Final round here at the old course, and Frank, for our featured golfer, already a major champion this year. What a way to wrap up the major season this would be. And I'd say they've got as good a chance as anybody to lift that claret jug.
Yeah, I mean, what a season. It's just multiple majors. I mean, you've detailed it, but I think to put it in perspective, I mean, one day when our players sitting in a rocking chair, years gone by, right, and someone asked them how they played, not only would they say they're a multiple winner, I guarantee you, I promise you, Rich, one of the first words out of their mouth will be, "I won at St Andrews."
Second shot straight ahead, and we go to Iona Stephen.
130 is the number left to the flag today. And the pin, it's in the front portion of the green.
It's a solid shot and a green in regulation, but a little away from the band.
Got to at least try to cozy it in that 3-foot circle. This for birdie. Yeah, that's a good putt. That was a slippery one, but that's well done. The pace, absolutely perfect there. Down the slope, it's in for a birdie. And the lead is up to a full 6 shots on the rest of the field. Oh. Okay, that's going to be finished off for his bogey. But fortunately, this one still well in hand. When the round is over, you call your buddies and tell them that one of the more famous and diabolical par threes in the world, you met the challenge. Because I promise you, it can rob you of your spirit. Hill and Strath, those greenside bunkers, they've inflicted a lot of pain over the years. And that one not on the green, but not in a terrible spot either. Sitting up in the short grass. Yeah, that's a good spot to be on the front portion of the green with a birdie putt coming up. One thing's for sure, he's going to have to hit this one with some pace, traveling uphill much of the way. Oh, how good is that? Those are the kinds of long-distance putts you'll see here in Scotland, and that was judged about as well as one can. Okay, well done. It is a par here at 11. And this lead, looking oh so comfortable at this point. It remains at 7. So that brushed in for par here at 11. And he's going to maintain that substantial lead. Here we are now, one of the very best short par fours in golf, 316-yard 12. Hidden bunkers lurking all over the fairway. So the safe move is to go to long iron down the left side, leaving a short approach. Well, not this time. That one's in the rough. Might be a tough shot coming up. Oh, he's taking a big run at this. Drivable par 4, not for most in this field, but for this guy, yes, he has just knocked it on. What a shot. Here's what's left, 23 feet now for eagle. The speed was right what you want, but the eagle putt doesn't go down. This is an 11-foot putt. Oh, no problems at all. The pace perfect. It is in for birdie. And this is now, if you can believe it, a 7-shot cushion. Nothing to it. It's a birdie here at 12. And he's got it to minus 18. Frank, how about the bunkers here at 13? A rather ominous sounding name.
Yeah, the coffins, and they are that for a reason. If you finish up in there, well, the best you'll probably ever do is make a bogey, unless you're an absolute genius. They're to be avoided, certainly off the tee. If you do, it's still a difficult hole. The second shot, unless you hit a perfect tee shot, will be blind.
Oh, that is way right.
It might be in the rough, but that was absolutely crushed.
Wouldn't say that was his best, but not bad either. On the green and with a putt. Good chance at one.
That's a good shot, and more importantly too, a green in regulation, so birdie chance.
Oh, how good is that? Those are the kinds of long-distance putts you'll see here in Scotland, and that was judged about as well as one can. Got it there, but not quite on target. Oh, no, a lapse in concentration there. That'll cost him. Okay, safely in for par here at 13. And that's going to keep this large lead right where it is. Okay, that one finished off. It is a bogey here at unlucky number 13. But fortunately, this one still well in hand.
Frank, the 14th is a big par 5, chance to make a big move, but also possibility of making a big number if you're not careful.
Yeah, you've got to be very aware of the out of bounds on the right side, even though it does move to the right. Ideal tee shot is down the right side that gets very close to that, because then that opens up the second shot and keeps that tee shot away from that crop of bunkers called the birdies. There's a big cross bunker up ahead that has to be avoided for the second shot. If you're long enough, you can reach this par 5 and 2, but this green with so many undulations that it is anything other than flat.
This one starting a hair right. No problems there. That's going to wind up safely in the fairway. Still well over 300 yards to the flag, so getting this to a good number, the key here for his second. Now from a little less than 200 yards, this a second to the par 5. Frank landed it on the green.
It was never going to stop.
No, no chance.
And that ball looked very good in the air. Just doesn't quite finish up that near to the flag, but still on the green.
Oh, that nearly went in. That's a touch of class right there. Very good effort.
10-foot putt left. That's how you play this 14th hole. That's in for birdie. And she'll move now to 19 under. No issues there. It is a par here at 14. And he'll remain well in control of this tournament. We arrive here at the 414-yard par 450. Drive here should be aimed at that church steeple in the distance. Position between two prominent humps down the road just a bit.
Too strong for this hole, eh? Ran out of fairway and into the rough. Big hit, though. Oh, talk about a friendly kick. I never got those. It could have stayed in the rough for the same price.
Well, had a good lie in the fairway, but couldn't do anything with it. That comes up woefully short. Well, this one out of the bunker, that is a positive development, but not on the green. It's in the short grass. Gonna have to take pretty much a full swing at this one with the putter because this one is into the hill and the hole is cut back. Yep, not bad. Had to put a little extra into that one, but got it there. That's a pretty good effort. This is a 9-footer. Okay, no further damage. It's a bogey 5. But fortunately, this one still well in hand. Yeah, good putt. That's in for par here at 15. And the lead will remain 6 here in the late going.
Frank, the 16th hole, there was a time in my life when I was in 4th grade, I would have really enjoyed hitting the principal's nose. But that's not a good thing here?
Well, I'd like to think you graduated past 4th grade, but and if you did, then you'd be very aware of the principal's nose. You'd hit it left, it'd be a little longer in for your second shot.
And that one looked good for a while, but it's going to get gobbled up by that bunker. And that, a well-placed bunker. It'll collect plenty of shots just like that one as this indeed rolls into the sand. Well, I know I'm paid to talk, but there's not really much to say about that. Best to just move on to the next shot.
Well, he'll be disappointed with that, no doubt.
Yeah, swing didn't quite look right on that one.
All right, not exactly what you're hoping for, but safely on the putting surface with birdie still in play.
This is a 13-footer.
Nah, the pace absolutely perfect there. Down the slope, it's in for a birdie. And she'll move to an even 20 under par. Well read. That's in for a bogey 5. But fortunately, this one still well in hand.
Now at the 17th tee, and Frank, this is really when you begin to feel the weight and the history of the old course bearing down on you.
And you also feel the nerves as well, because you're having to hit it not just at a fairway or over a bush, but over the corner of an out of bounds. And you'll see there's a little sign up there that says Old Course and Country Club. So you've got to pick the exact letter for the line that you want to hit it across. Hit it down the right side. This hole certainly becomes shorter. Left, you find the left and short, you find the road hole bunker. A little right and long, and well, there's a chance of going out of bounds or on the road itself.
This starting toward the right side.
Ball's back in the fairway. I guess it's better to be lucky than good.
Ooh, that started well right. That one is gone. OB. Third shot now after having gone OB. After a good tee shot, Iona, this, her second.
Yeah, she's left herself 133 yards to go, and that pin, well, it's back left today.
Oh, this one is tracking. It's not a good line. Look out. This one could be really good. Oh, my. Well, this hole has not been too kind. That was a terrific putt from that far out. Well, those are the shots that turn what you'd like to be a leisurely stroll out on the golf course into a day of hard work.
Yeah, what could have been a tap in is now going to be a grind.
Yeah, that's a good putt. It is in for par here at 17. And pars to the clubhouse will do nicely as this remains a giant 8-stroke cushion. Okay, a disappointing 6 here at the par 4. But fortunately, this one
still well in hand.
Frank, you stand on the tee here at 18, and history is staring you right in the face.
Yeah, you have the Rusak's Hotel on the right, the Dunvegan over the back, the R&A building. Just standing there, you're reminded of how far this great game has come, and all these hundreds of years, I guess, in the future, and where will the game be then?
This looks really good. Oh my goodness, that is on in one. Wow, what an incredible shot. Yes, step one out of the way. It is in the fairway at 18. One more good approach shot could just about seal it.
That's a bit of a head turner, really. That was a green light situation from that distance, and far from the best shot I've seen today.
Okay, I'd call that an acceptable effort from that range. So this for a finishing birdie at 18.
Yeah, I don't see a whole lot of break in this overall. Distance very important. It might be one of those putts. Hit it firm, you take the break out altogether.
Oh man, the speed was spot on. A good putt, but nothing to show for it. That should just about wrap this one up. It's a birdie at 18, and I think go ahead and celebrate because that lead now is close to insurmountable. Yes, what a final round this was, from being on the outside looking in to a big lead. As we'll watch and wait, but this certainly must feel like this will be a victory. Well, this is one you just want to soak in. Pull out your phone, take some pictures. The R&A clubhouse in the distance. It is not a long hole by any stretch, just 357 yards, and it's wide open. The Valley of Sin, maybe you drive it down there. When you walk over the Swilcan Bridge, you're going to stop, you're going to take some pictures, and you're going to tuck those away for a long time. This is a special finishing hole. It's not just a hole, it's an experience. Just a wonderful week all in all. Our featured player handling the elements beautifully, as you have to do over here. They're going to have their name forever etched on that claret jug, Frank. You played the game at the highest level. You know how special that is.
Well, that little ceremony on the 18th green says it all, Rich. They hold up the claret jug and they announce the champion golfer of the year.
So that's a wrap for all of us at EA Sports PGA Tour. Thanks for coming along. We'll see you next time on the road to the Masters.